Bow. Bow.
Anyway, welcome to another episode of 1,000 Questions from Mars. I'm your host, Mars.
I'm King Gerald Jones.
And this is a show that's a spinoff of the 1,000 Bodies podcast, where I asked my boyfriend about his past experience of being with over 1,000 women. So let's get right into it.
Let's get right into it.
How are you feeling?
I feel good. I just did a podcast back there. We'll see how they receive it, but it was about 3 red flags, potential deal breakers.
Okay. All right. Well, let's jump right into that. So, there's 3 red flags in dating that you have. You want to list them for us real quick?
There's a lot of them. There's more than what I named, but those are probably the primary or the first that come up. One of them is a woman that doesn't work or doesn't have a job or doesn't have a career. The second one is a woman who has multiple baby daddies, like 3 baby daddies, and she's not with any of them. And the last one being a woman that speaks bad or tells her exes or ex-baby daddies secrets, or like saying what he used to do bad while they were in a relationship.
Like he like it in the booty.
Yeah, like you was liking it in the booty when we was.
Why
you bring up booty? You stay with the booty. Or let's give it. He don't shower. He don't shower every day.
Right.
Or he don't brush his teeth or something like that. And now that y'all broken up, you telling everybody, but it was good enough while you were dealing with him.
Yeah, I remember hearing this one girl say, I should have known because he used to wipe his teeth with his sleeves in the morning instead of brushing. And it's like, you know that kind of like early in dating and you still proceeded and had a kid with him. But all right.
But now she want to tell us.
Yeah. All right. So my question in regards to your deal breakers, your red flags, are there any exceptions to your rules, specifically the multiple baby daddies? Because I think there's usually a story behind that.
I'm glad you asked that, and it's crazy. Do they know that these are questions that you just make up, and then I don't know what you're gonna?
I don't think they know that.
Okay, so these are questions just off the not off the cuff, but you.
Yeah, I'm writing down the questions as I'm watching that.
And then you're asking me, and these are just, and it's good that because I thought about it's absolutely exceptions to the rules. I've actually been in a relationship. Remember, I told you I've only been in 2 adult relationships, yours being one, and my previous girlfriend, or ex, whatever you want to call it. And that she was an exception to the rule.
Right.
So there are I'm not just saying it's automatically off and no, I won't talk. But I've been in a relationship with a woman who had 2 baby daddies. So it's just not a total deal breaker. That's why I said potential deal breaker in the title. But it is something that you have to pay attention to, observe, and each situation is unique and different. But for the majority, it seems like you got to kind of really be on your toes when it comes to that.
Yep.
Even in that situation, there were things that I wouldn't want to accept. But me and her have reasons of being together for other reasons. But it's something to really still observe and watch.
Right. Yeah. I mean, because sometimes, like he may have passed away, and then you moved on.
That's another
or
thing.
Maybe you guys met when you were young and you figured out we didn't grow up to be the type of person. He didn't grow up to be the type of man that I wanted him to be.
Right.
And then you maybe marry your second child's father, so there's always exceptions to it. And I'm glad that you recognize that.
And I'm glad you asked that, because I'm sure it was a lot of, somebody actually inboxed me or DM'd me and they said, you're mean a little bit. You're kind of mean. Me, not you.
No, yeah, I know. I'm not mean.
Right. So it was, whatever.
I like my man a little bit mean.
Oh no. Oh no.
He shouldn't.
Am I mean?
I don't think you're mean. I think that you could be, should I say asshole? You just don't play.
What do you think about that inbox when I was on the toilet? Was that mean? What was that?
No, you were being honest.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, specifically women, can't accept the truth. That's why men be lying, because, the truth is not always
sting a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable.
Yeah. All right. So can you briefly explain like how you came to these deal breakers? Were they based off of life experience, like your personal experiences? Were you like researching? Were you watching other couples? Like, how did you come to these specific deal breakers?
You pretty much just answered the question. for the most part, initially, I will say this, rewind in my younger years. Initially, for me, I don't know, maybe not for everybody else, I would think everybody else, that seemed like the ideal thing to have. A woman that's yours, that doesn't have another baby daddy, a woman that's not talking about you in the streets, and a woman that contributes. So initially, before I even did any research, experience, or saw others, which all played a part in the long run, I initially wanted to have those ideal things in my life to begin with. So then as life progressed, I did have those experiences where I say, oh man, I shouldn't do that again, or I won't do that again, or I might need to avoid that or tweak this about that. Secondly, I saw, other people going through it and I can learn from them. So to answer your question, a combination of everything has created these bylaws that I live by and things I watch out for and won't do and won't accept.
And to me, everybody should have a certain set of things that you just don't compromise on. Those are your morals, your standards, what you believe in, but they should come from a place of logic and not a place of hurt. So,
or what's the word? Delusion.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them be based off of factual things and not because how somebody made you feel. Now you want to be a boss bitch, and now you only want to date 7-figure men because you was mad at the broke niggas.
You said men's.
Men's. I say women's too.
On accident, though.
It's my grandma.
Oh, she got it in?
Yeah, I can't help it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Did that throw you off?
No.
Oh, 7-figure men.
Men's.
Men. Okay.
Look, yeah, it's men's. No, I'm just playing. Okay, so while we're on the topic of baby mama, at the end of the show, you call me your baby mama.
You are.
Okay. I have a very strong dislike for the term.
Have we talked about this with you?
Probably not.
Okay.
I think we've said, like, I've corrected somebody or I've maybe said it, but I don't think you thought I was serious.
Okay.
But I don't like the term. And the reason being is because, and I don't like the term baby daddy. If you notice, I've never called you my baby daddy in a serious way.
Oh, serious way. Okay.
And I say that because I feel like in our community that the word baby mama and baby daddy has normalized us being single parents.
Oh, is that what you think baby mama and baby daddy mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you automatically attribute it to that.
Okay.
Whether that means that or not. And so for me, I don't want to continue to normalize it because to me, it gives the women or the men an easy way out. As soon as shit go bad between you and your child's father, you're like, oh, I could do this by myself. And it's like, nah, sis, it's not meant to be done that way. So for me, it kind of just normalizes us being single parents, us being single moms. And that was very something that was really important to me in having a child. I don't want to be a baby mama.
Okay. I didn't know that. I'm still going to say it. I'm still going to say it, but I understand where you're coming from. I understand what you're saying. I don't know what else to say. I get it. I get what you're saying. It's not just gonna make me not take it out of my vocabulary completely, but because you know who I am, I know who you are. But I hear what you're saying.
So how do you view it?
That you have a child by me.
Okay.
but like I said, I'm not negating or taking away from how you feel and what you're saying. It doesn't mean the same thing for me. It just simply means I have a child. And plus, the woman I have a child by.
Okay. And I'm more than a baby mama.
Okay. Like I said, that's you. Okay.
I'm telling you.
I'm listening.
My notes say don't do that. All right. Okay, so let's jump into your body story. So in the show, he pulls from the body bowl. He pulls a random number and gets a random story about one of the women that he's been with. So in this story, you talk about a woman that you met, and you guys met at Target. You had a sexual experience, and in the middle of sex, you noticed that she had a large clitoris.
Right.
So before we get into the sex of it, so it seems like you met at Target, and within a few days, she was at your house.
Absolutely. And
it seems like that happens with you often.
It does.
So what's happening in those text messages to make a woman feel comfortable enough to come to your house?
Also, the crazy part about it is on the other end, there's a lot of no's as well.
Okay.
It's not like I'm always getting bing, yeah. But it's about numbers. So if I'm shooting at 10 women and I'm getting a 70% rate, that's good. A 50% rate is good because you're getting half. So let's say 50% rate.
Okay.
When I was in my body, when I was swole up and lifting weights and young and looking good, my percentage was like 80%.
Okay.
But never mind. Anyway, so we're not gonna talk about how it went down.
I was gonna say he was bad back in the day.
We're not talking about how it go down. But to get back to the question, what are we saying in the text message? And I think I kind of I ain't gonna say it don't matter what we're saying. I guess you asked me what am I saying. I'm gonna shoot my shot regardless. I'm gonna say what I want to say regardless. I'm gonna say, hey, what's up? How you doing? What you doing? What you doing tonight? When you gonna come? When you coming over? When you want to come over? What you gonna do? Or you want to come over with I'm gonna shoot it.
You're gonna get straight to the point.
I'm gonna get straight to the point.
But is there sex talk in between so that you guys know, like when you come over, sex is happening?
Once she say yes, she coming over. Rewind back in my I would let's say younger years. Let's go with it. Younger years, I would have said, and when you get over here, something.
Okay.
Can you give me a massage? I had a hard day at work. Or do you want me to give my younger years? So it's always talk of something, not necessarily sexual, but something physical where it's going to be touch or whatever.
Gotcha.
Or something. Or I think they already be knowing too, because they be like, oh, you bad. Or they'll say something like, oh, you nasty. Or, so I think, and don't get me wrong, because to avoid that, I don't want to say rape charge, but to avoid that
accusation,
anything like that, let's get this on the table, what's about to happen. But for the most part, they be already knowing once I say come over or what's up, or me come over or whatever, they know what it is, what's the deal. What happened? What you doing all that for?
Well, I ain't gonna say never, because I must have ever, but I never really had a man lure me over like that. It's usually like, can I make you dinner? Can I?
Well, remember what I said last, everybody game is different.
Yeah.
Some men understand that's the game that needs to be played. I just don't want to play that game.
Right.
Which he like, okay, maybe I wasn't, maybe, let's say another guy, maybe he was only 30% successful on this.
Right.
So he's like, well, let me switch it up. Let me start inviting them to a date. Let me start saying, let me cook dinner for you. So everybody's game is different. Nonetheless, we're still trying to get to the P.
I agree. Yeah. All right. Okay. So you said that how you discovered her clitoris was different. You guys were having sex and you looked down and you saw it. Right. What made you look down? Do you normally look down?
I don't normally look down, but I do look down. If I'm putting her in that position of the diaper, what they call that, where I got her legs, like I'm going to look down because I'm like, oh, it's the whole vigil. So I'm going to look down.
I'm sorry, I just
So I'm
like.
So I'm going to look down. So the position that I'm putting her in, especially doggy, I can't see a doggy. So let's say I put her in doggy.
That kind of clit you could see doggy.
Huh? No.
Oh.
Huh?
I was thinking about my experience with women in doggy. I've been able to see their clits from the back.
Huh? How? But I guess ours doggy, I can't imagine. Do I want to imagine? I can't imagine it. If I'm in doggy.
But you don't even vagina.
Oh, you're saying doggy eating. What the heck is going on? I'm talking about doggy poundage. You talking about doggy eating, of course. I'm talking, wait, why did you think I was saying doggy eating?
I didn't think of the difference.
And when has doggy ever been referred as eating? It's eating from the box.
I don't know.
Doggy eating.
That just went a whole lot.
It did. Doggy eating.
Doggy munching.
Yeah.
Doggy snacking.
Good. Scooby snacks.
All right. Let's see. So you said this was the biggest clit that you had ever seen, but it wasn't the first one.
It wasn't the first one. I had seen some. No. I ain't gonna say. Wait. One. It wasn't the only one. I didn't say it was the first one. I think I said it wasn't the only. So now after that experience, I'm looking. Now after that experience, and then I started to notice. Maybe it was happening before, but now I started to notice. Oh, okay. That's kind of buff, or that's kind of. Oh, that's kind of big, or that's kind of not. Again, never as big as I've seen with old girl, But that's kind of meaty. Oh, that's kind of pastrami.
Do you know what my clit size is?
Yeah.
So you looked.
Yeah. Oh, well, is that what we asking? Yeah.
Well, I'm just
okay
off the cuff now.
My bad. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What about it? It's not big.
It's
is that
not.
What you
I'm kind of embarrassed about it.
That is that small?
Yeah, I feel like if I was a man, I would have a micro penis.
You probably would. Ask your brothers. They probably got little dicks. That's how you
Why would you say that? Why would you bring them into this?
That's what the equivalent is.
No.
Y'all got the same mom and dad. Then y'all look. If you got the same mom and dad, then find out this. Told on that man.
Where does the clip?
Told on that man. You have been challenged. Told on that man. Hey, don't you? Never mind.
Oh God.
Don't even. No, we're not gonna. Okay.
They can probably hear you in the microphone.
No, I'm thinking I'm whispering. Did that man like that? But to me, that would, and this is not scientifically proven.
No.
But I would challenge in the comments. So I don't know, is this a weird even?
It is like let's not.
I'm still going to say I'm not a challenge, but just something to think about. What if you have the same mom and dad? And you want to find out as a woman would your penis be big or small, ask your brother. Or not ask. Well, we're adults. You can ask your brother.
I can ask my brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But are they going to tell me the truth?
Or don't even ask them. Find out what's going on with them, with the women they dealing with. Do the women be sprung? Do they be on them?
Well, one of my brothers, yeah, the women be sprung. But the other brother, he was kind of... There
it is. The challenge, if there's a challenge,
now the brother needs to. Now the brothers are looking at each other like she. I have 4 brothers, by the way, so they looking at each other like, who? Is it true?
Is it true?
Man, okay.
Toe them up. Tell you to touch your brothers up on the show. They hate you.
You said that like she had asked you, should she have mentioned it?
Uh-huh.
If she had mentioned it before the sexual encounter, or maybe even sent a picture.
Mm-hmm. I don't think she not sent the picture, but if we would have seen it in person and she mentioned it before.
Yeah. Like, would that have made a difference?
I don't know. It would have been more. It would have been better. Value. It would have been better. I almost wanted to say yeah, but then I just pictured it, and it would have been some like I said, and I don't know if these is in your questions, but just getting right into it. I was in the back. Are you a man?
Well, yeah.
So I'm like, so it would have still been
like, because maybe I wonder, and I don't want to be mean to her because I felt like she handled it well, you handled it well, and so I'm trying to keep it mature. But I'm wondering, like, maybe was she a hermaphrodite?
Come on, man.
Don't see. Why would you respond that way?
Why would you? Now you just volunteered to these people that I didn't have sex with a hermaphrodite.
Oh, my bad.
But I think it would have been, although it would have been more comfortable, it would have been more favorable and better because then we could have seen it, talked about it, and I think I would even respected her honesty in saying it because then it wouldn't have been no thoughts of, oh, she might be a man. It would have just been like, oh, okay, you buff.
Yeah,
clitted.
Right.
Buff clitted.
And maybe you could have watched some videos before.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I was that mature at the time.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, I feel bad for her because it's like really nothing she could do. Exactly. It's like a man with a small penis. Right. It's nothing he could do. Right. So it's like, why y'all be making fun of people's body parts? That like, what are they gonna do? Chop it off? Like, what the fuck? They kind of have to deal with it. So like, don't make fun of that. Okay. So how do things end? Do you just like kind of slowly stop talking to her? Do you just immediately stop talking to her after?
And I will admit this. I was going to say I would admit that it's immature of how I just stopped talking to her. But I'm about to do that anyway.
Okay.
If I know that this is not who I want to pursue or who I want to have some more dealings with. I'm kind of going to do that anyway. So it wasn't any different than somebody who already knew that I wasn't going to deal with past that.
Okay. Well, I hope she at least hears that part and like it wasn't necessarily just a personal thing.
Yeah.
Like he was going to one and done anyway.
Right.
Damn. All right. So that is all of my questions for that episode.
Okay. Shit. Okay.
Do you want to? I have questions for your previous episode.
Okay.
Can my girl have a girlfriend?
Okay.
You want to jump into some of those?
Whatever you want to do, man.
Okay, let's jump into some of those since we have some time here. All right. So, one of your stipulations, on can my girlfriend have a girlfriend? Do you remember what your stipulations were?
I do.
Do you want to just recap them for those?
There were 3 stipulations. One of the stipulations being that the girl has to be feminine. She can't be a stud. The other stipulation is that the girl has to sleep. Well, I want to say that last.
Right.
What was the other one? So then the other one was no toys. She can't use any toys. No dildos. No strap-ons. No things that
like big toys.
Yeah, she could use a vibrator and rolls and stuff like that. But like you said, no big toys. And the last being, I have to sleep with the other girl at least one time.
Okay. So, what if the girl? So this is just really drastic, but I wanted to throw this in there. What if she wants a dildo in her booty? Like, I'm your girlfriend. I want the other girl to put a dildo in my butt. Because I'd rather do it with a dildo than with a real penis.
Why?
In the booty.
Why?
Hygiene purposes.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's
no. Still no.
I'm trying to have the healthy conversation. If we were in a hypothetical, but you're not making. I'm not saying you're not making sense, but you're not giving me no. For just because it's hot, why have I?
Like no poop on the penis and stuff like that.
But that's not for you to worry about. And what's the difference between poop on the penis and poop on the dildo?
There's no poop on your penis.
That's not for you to worry about.
Okay. So yes or no?
I don't. Yeah. Well.
You're getting too deep into it.
I'm going to get deep into it. You're right. I'm going to get deep into it because now I have to control the situation and figure out what's the reason. What's the reason you would want a dildo in your butt, but you don't want my penis in your butt?
Maybe it's just easier. Maybe it's just my preference.
And this is what I would say if we was in this hypothetical having this. I would say, don't think about it. Give me a logical reason of why you would rather have a dildo in your butt than my penis in your butt, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. So you said one of the stipulations is my girlfriend would have to sleep with you, right?
Right.
What if she's not sexually attracted to you?
That's her problem.
So I got to find a new girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I like her and she likes me and we're cool?
But I think you're missing the fact. Although you are having a girlfriend and she's yours and y'all doing what y'all doing, she still have to give reverence to me to a degree. Mm-hmm. If you are giving reverence for me, the lack of your respect is going to entice the lack of her respect. Mm-hmm. So if you already showing reverence to this is who my man is and he's priority, and you really genuinely believe that, then you're not going to what is it called? I guess cater to her saying, I'm not, attracted to him. I just want to deal with you. Mm. Especially if I've already put that rule down. For what reasons? We can get into that. We'll just sum it up by saying control. Mm-hmm. And let's say hypothetically, she one day saying, I'm sleeping with your woman. I'm sleeping and want to go big. But I slept with you and you knew what you have to do to sleep with my woman.
But I mean, I get that part. Mm-hmm. Like I understand that part. Mm-hmm. But so this is the thing with a woman, like this. So basically, if your girl has a girlfriend, the girlfriend has to be bisexual,
right?
Because she can't just be a full out lesbian,
right?
And that's what the point that I'm trying to make clear is that she has to be attracted to you in some way, like, and there's a possibility. Like if I met a girl or whatever that she's not not that she doesn't have any respect for you, but she like maybe don't even like penis.
And well, then that can't happen.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then that's basically what it would have to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
That she have to be bisexual.
Or she have to be bi. Or you want to hear something else? That she like you that much, or in awe of you that much that she's willing to sleep with me. Mm-hmm. Do you understand that's very possible? I can even just tell you in pimping. You think these women like these men?
Okay, I see
so it's very possible that she could not be attracted to me, but because I like you so much,
okay,
or respect me
yeah,
so much that I'm gonna sleep with them the one time.
right.
And it happens every day, all the time, just with pimping. She likes the whole love this pimp, wants to be with this pimp, and she's going to do anything, get the money, sleep with the man, just to show the admiration or the respect for.
And I want to say this too, like I'm a woman who's dated women, so I already know how another woman is feeling about. So to me, she got to be bi. She can't be fully lesbian for this whole little triangle to work.
Right.
And then number two is just, damn, I lost my train of thought. She has to be bi for it to work. I forgot what I was going to say.
But then even that's...
Oh, she can't be like what we're saying. I feel like we're using the term girlfriend loosely because if she's my girlfriend, like girls being in a relationship, that's emotion, that's all kinds of things around it. It's almost like it's just a girl that you play with from time to time.
It could be that, but even if it's the motion and all that, that's for you to cater to. That's not for... That's for you to control, and that's for you
to...
But even what I said gives clarity and respect, no matter how out of control emotionally she may be or might not be.
Yeah.
She knows that it's reverence and respect from you to me. Therefore, she knows boundaries that can't be crossed.
Yeah.
And hopefully you're keeping those boundaries.
And that's why I'm saying, like, I don't think it could be a real girlfriend, because I know in
not a
women,
girlfriend, but just
like
somebody
that you play with sometimes.
So I guess that is what you're saying is correct. The term girlfriend is being used loosely.
Yeah.
I think it can happen, but you know better than I do. You know more than I do. Maybe the term girlfriend is being loose.
Yeah. Because it ain't, even if she do sleep with you, like she's still gonna fix her mouth to say, and I understand,
we don't care
to say something or whatever the case may. It'll get messy if she was really a girlfriend. I know that for sure.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so this is a question, not necessarily, I don't know if it's for me, but it's probably something that other women are thinking about. But as we're talking about me dating other women and you having stipulations, are there stipulations, or would you accept stipulations from me in your dating of other women?
Absolutely. If they make sense, yes.
Yeah.
Do you have an example? But if they make sense, yeah, everything is open to have conversation. If it makes sense logically, if it's something that I haven't explored or thought about or took in consideration, I'm absolutely open to hearing a stipulation from you or whatnot. But it got to make sense.
Okay. I don't have any right now, but it's just kind of worked out because you have dated other women when we were dating, not in, serious, but you have dated other women and just kind of works out. Right. Okay. So in that episode, you talk about your girlfriend having a girlfriend, but then you also continue your story about your dad.
Right.
Which made me cry a little bit.
Oh no.
I know.
Do you think other people cried, or are you just that close to me that you...
I don't know. I don't know. Because I am very close to the situation. So I don't know if it was just me or if it was a little bit of a tearjerker. I know it's possibly relatable for a lot of people. But I want to ask, you talk about, your dad pretty much took your financial aid and smoked it up. So as soon as you said that, I'm like, did you fight him? Like, why didn't you fight him in that moment? Like, and I feel like you spared him a lot. So what made you not get physical as quickly? Because I know there was a time where you were ready to get physical with him.
I think when the financial aid thing happened, I think I just was more in shock. I was taking it all in. My mom telling me, hey, this fool not who you thought he was. He's a crackhead. He's not this big gangster that everybody trying to make him seem to be. And I think I was more in shock and disbelief. I didn't believe. I thought he was going to be like, psych, it's cooked up, or I just didn't. And this is my first time meeting him. All kind of reasons why I didn't initially. But then when enough was enough, I was like, for the little $300 check that I'm getting at Foot Action, well, several of them, maybe the two of them, maybe $600 is turning me up versus the 3,000 because now enough is enough and it's all added up. But initially, I just was trying to take it in, like thinking in disbelief. This is my dad. My mom is telling me this. Is this really happening?
Right.
So I wasn't ready to fight him yet because I was like, is he gonna work something out where we get another batch?
Right.
Then remember, I didn't even know that he had smoked it up until I talked to my mom. So it was just all these things going on where I didn't initially turn up on him because I just was all over the place.
Yeah, you're figuring out who this man really is,
right? And what the situation is.
Yeah. So in one part of the story, you had said you went to Wells Fargo, and then later on in the story, you said like that you didn't have a bank account. Mm-hmm. Like what happened there? Because why were you at Wells Fargo?
It's because I thought about like why. Because I was cashing the check, the financial aid check.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember.
You didn't go to Nick's check
I was just about to ask you, do you remember Nick's check cashing? So Nick's check cashing, I think the financial aid check was made out to Wells Fargo. So Nick's check cashing was going to take $100 or $300 out of my $3,000. So I was like, let me go cash it at Wells Fargo. So that was the Wells Fargo thing versus not having an account because I used to cash my stuff at Nick Check Cash and the little check cashing place.
Nick's check cashing card.
Yeah,
you know Nick's that you can
check cashing. You're somebody special.
I think they're PLS now or PSL.
My brother used to work at Nick Check Cashing back in '99 or I think it was '99 or '97.
Okay, so in the story, because there's still some sex in that story as well. Mm-hmm. You slept with a woman. And it turns out that she was a prostitute.
Right.
Do you think that the drug dealer dude sent her?
Absolutely. I think I don't know if my dad and him conspired it. I don't know if the drug dealer dude just said sleep with him and keep him. I don't know. I don't know what the motive was.
Okay.
I don't know because to this day I still don't know the game fully, but I don't know the game. Maybe it was to keep them on a string so we could see what's going on.
I see.
Or they coming back to re-up with us. Or I don't know what the game is. But it was very obvious after I got my mind out of the like, hey, that fool like kind of sicked her on me. Because why would she drive back with his car?
Yeah.
Like I know you're a bottom. I think that's what bottoms do. And because she can't be the regular prostitute or hoe where he's not about to let her drive the car.
Yeah.
So I think it was intentional of sleep with this young dude. If they getting his money, make sure he comes here for the re-up. And I think that was the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
I think I don't.
I mean that makes more sense because I was racking my brain like, why would she? Yeah, like what? What's the point? So you've said it multiple times before. You've never drank. You've never smoked before. Was it this specific? Like I think it was a few months of interacting with your dad. Like, is that when you made the decision to never drink or smoke?
No, I was 19 at this time. So before that, of course, I never drank and smoked. My friends, my brother, everybody used to smoke. So he had nothing to do with not drinking or smoking.
Oh, wow.
My brother, but my friends and my brother, they used to buy their little nickel bags of weed and put it together and smoke. And I'd just not be smoking. So this was way before him.
Okay.
He had no bearings on why I never smoked or never drank.
Okay. So this is not a question, and I don't know, we can maybe edit this out if it's too personal.
That's all right.
But so you had told me about your dad passing away, and that I know you were in prison when he passed away.
Right.
And you didn't get a chance to go to his funeral. So the last time you saw him, he had a black Levi's Sherpa jacket.
Right.
So in my little therapy brain, I'm like, is this why he has that Sherpa jacket in every single color?
I wouldn't say every single. I wouldn't say that's why I have the jacket, but I won't say that's why I like them. I think they're nice. I thought they were nice. That's why I got it for him.
Okay.
So not that I saw him with it, and then I already thought they was nice, and then I get. So I will say this: if I do gift you that means I like you. That means it's cool. Like I think of you.
Okay.
Or whatnot. So not that I have them because of him, but he has it because of me.
Okay.
And I was thinking about him and cared about him in the winter because that's really like a little warm thing for me. That's what it means for me. It might be cold to the next person, but for me, it's warmth in the winter.
Yeah, that's when I start crying. I was like, oh my gosh, is that we all got these jackets? Okay, I think those are all of my questions. Do you have any questions for me? I know it's 1,000 questions from Mars.
I wish I would have known. Maybe I should start asking. Well, I don't really have any questions for you. I can think of something we can edit out if it's not cool, but
okay.
I remember you asked me last time what would a threesome look like for us.
Yeah.
And I just kept it basic to the. So my question is, what would a relationship with a girl? Would you be opposed to having another girl in our relationship?
Okay. That's kind of like a deep question because I've actually been in another relationship that was polyamorous and there were other women. There were two and a half because there was a new one coming in where we were all dating the same man, like, and we all got a chance to be together and not be together like humping, but meet up. And I am okay with having another girlfriend. I think it's a little bit different though now that I have a child. But to me, logically, it makes sense because like help with, picking up the kid or, so I wouldn't be opposed to it. The only thing that I'm opposed to and the reason why I got out of that relationship is because he wanted us to all live under the same roof because it was, too much for him to go to so many houses. I didn't agree with that. I wanted my own queendom, my own space, and not because I don't want her on my man. I run my house different. Every woman runs their house different. I'm very meticulous. I didn't want to have to deal with that. And that was, so I'm open to it. I'm not against the third girlfriend, but it just had to be conversation.
Well, to address that for me, it's keep in mind for me, I don't know for you, but just keep in mind, for me, it's a difference between, I guess, having a third girlfriend, a girlfriend, and just having a female that I'm dating outside.
Yeah.
If I'm calling her my girlfriend, then she has to live in the house with us. But then there's stipulations on that. Yeah. Like it's many, but just even one off the brain that I'm thinking is maybe she can't have kids.
Right. Yeah.
So then even her living in the house is a little simpler and better. Yeah. Because I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, that meticulous or whatever, that could be fixed. That's just like having a girlfriend or a boy, or you having me, and we live together and you meticulous, but that don't mean it's different.
I disagree. Okay. Because we're two women.
Okay.
So we both, a man, he was like, whatever. He gonna let it go. A woman, she gonna hold on to it. We're gonna be catty with each other.
Well, it happens. This dynamic happens. So it must be some kind of medium that can be reached.
Yeah, usually they have their own space. Like
a big house. And I've thought about that too. A big house, and we have a big house, and we have a room that we all can meet in. If that's what but then you also have your own room if you're not feeling sleeping with us that night, or if you're on your cycle or whatever the case may be. So it could all be worked out or whatever. But I said all that to say it's a different. If I have a female that I'm dealing with outside of the home, then it's nothing. If we're calling her our girlfriend, then it will be in the home. If not, then she just whatever you want to call it.
Right. And see, I think now you got me thinking of the word girlfriend in a different light. Right. Like to me now, I'm taking it more serious. Like, oh no, if it's girlfriend, that's something more. Right. So yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right.
But should I think of more questions next time?
No.
Yeah.
If they just come up
organically,
they come up, but you don't have, like how I have my written list, you don't have to have your written list. All right, well, that concludes this episode of 1,000 Questions from Mars. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next week. Oh. Again? So many times.
Oh, every day?
Every day.
Twice a day.